Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me. Today, we're doing the July mid month tarot reading for the collective, and it'll be covering the dates of July 15th through the 31st. So, I'm excited to do this reading, see what the energy is doing for the middle of the month. But I do have an exciting announcement to make before we get started. I just want to let you know that I will be adding element readings as well to the channel. So I'll still be doing the weekly collective reading for tarot, and I'll still be doing a collective monthly and mid-monthly reading, but I'm going to add a element reading for the elements, for the four elements, mid-month and beginning of the month. So starting with the middle of July, I'll be doing that. So it'll be exciting. That way they'll give you more options as far as tarot readings, but also it will kind of narrow it down from the collective, from a larger group of people to a smaller group of people. So it might resonate more with you. And as time goes on, I like to add more tarot readings as well. I really enjoy tarot and I like doing it. So I would like to do more readings in the future, maybe add like an element weekly reading or zodiac signs and add that to the channel as well. But I'm just trying to balance it all out with my schedule. So I have to do it in increments. So figured I'd start with the elements, and we'll do the monthly, mid-monthly element readings as well. So this reading, though, is going to be for the whole collective. And like I say, I'll be covering July 15th through the 31st, and is the mid-month check-in for July 2025. So let's see what's going on. I'm really curious to see what kind of energy we're going to be having. So my intention is for the collective. So what's going to be happening energy-wise for the collective for July 15th to 31st, 2025. Couple more shuffles. One more shuffle like this. What is going to be the energy of the collective for July 15th through 31st, 2025? One more time. I'm sorry if it's kind of dark in here. I've got my candles you can see next to me going. I've got lights behind me. It's in the morning here, but we have a storm coming through. It's raining, supposed to rain all day. So it's cloudy outside and it's dark inside. So I was messing with the lighting for about 10, 15 minutes before I started trying to get it to a good happy place with the lighting. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Page of Wands. This one came up recently. I believe it was the weekly reading. The Eight of Cups. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups. Ooh, this one came up too. The Nine of Wands, King of Cups, or sorry, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so as a collective, um, hold on, getting downloads here. So I'm looking at this. That's why I get quiet like this. Interesting. So in the past, there was like independent sovereign energy as for a collective, but in the past, like with this is already happening. So this is already happening to the collective globally, but we are starting to realize, or in the past, and I'm thinking near past, so just recent past, I mean, we have been we're coming into the realization of our sovereignty of our independence, and how we are way more powerful than we realize. And that's starting to come to light to us. So we have been programmed to believe that we are not like that we have to rely on other people to tell us, about ourselves, or not to follow our intuition about ourselves, or that we aren't powerful, or that we don't have gifts and abilities that we can use that to help others and ourselves, and in that we're not sovereign, we're just basically a number. Because you think about it, our whole society treats us like we're a number. really, in that we're not individualized and we're not special, but that's not true. And that information is starting to, it's like it's starting to come out. And this is in the past position. So it's already happening. People are already waking up to the fact that, wow, I really am independent and sovereign. And I really am special. And I'm not just a number. And I have the ability to critically think and make decisions for myself that are best for me. So that's starting to come out. And it's already happening. Like I said, it's in the past position, but I feel like it really kicked up in the recent past. Um, and I'm just going to bring up myself for this because I didn't really realize how powerful and sovereign and independent I was until probably about 10 years ago. So before that, I fell into the programming that everybody has that, I just was used to being treated like a number and that there was nothing special about me. And that's what they just fall into that. They just believe that. And because they believe it, it becomes the reality. But I believed it because that's, what I was taught basically. But as I got older, I started to figure out that was a bunch of BS and that wasn't true. And so I started working on myself once I realized that. But I feel like people are going through that now in the recent past. So let's look at the current energy. The current energy I've got, and I know this came up in a past reading, and I don't remember because a lot of my reading, I'm getting downloads and it's intuitive coming to me during the reading. So I don't always remember from reading to reading what I tell you, but I remember this being in this position before. I think it was a weekly reading, but we've got brand new passionate beginnings, and I like baby steps. I remember talking about baby steps in a previous video. It's like new beginnings are coming in and they're passionate, but it's like little baby steps. It's not like we're jumping into this new beginning all at one time. It's going to be in increments, little things happening in increments that's taking us forward in the passionate new beginning as a collective. And it could tie into what I was just saying about we're slowly coming to the realization of our powerfulness, of our individualism and our sovereignty. Like that's part of that. It's not just new beginning baby steps, but it's also a little bit at a time we're coming to that realization about ourselves as a collective. The situation is we're definitely walking away from things that are no longer serving us, whether it's, belief systems, relationships, your work, what you're doing in your occupation. If it's no longer serving you and it's holding you down in a lower vibration, you're walking away from that as a collective. But I feel like since this is a collective reading, we're all walking away from it. So like walking away from old belief systems that no longer serve us, walking away from systems and organizations that no longer serve us. So, and programming, old programming that no longer serves us, like thinking that we're just a number, we're not special, and we're not sovereign, like I was just mentioning. So, we're walking away from that because those belief systems and thought processes are no longer in alignment with who we are now and where we're going. So, we have to leave them behind. And as a collective, we're walking away from them, but I think it's kind of a gradual process. It's not easy to let go of, beliefs and programming that you've grown up with or you spent your whole life believing. And then we've got the King of Cups here, and he's in the middle here. And I feel like um we're coming into that King of Cups energy of, if you see he has a cup in his hand, right? And the king is very sovereign, right? He's smart, he's wise, but he's dealing with emotions because he's holding the cup, and cups is about emotions. So it's kind of like we're coming into this King of Cups energy where about ourselves, where we're learning to love ourselves, and we're opening up our heart chakra, and we're coming into this king type of mentality where we're recognizing our specialness. We're recognizing that we're sovereign. We're recognizing that we deserve love. and that what we've been told or programmed in the past is a bunch of lies. Basically, we're realizing the truth that that is no longer relevant to who we are now. So there's a sense of confidence. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Like a king is very confident, but not in an arrogant, negative way. It's like a confidence of, I love myself. I'm opening up my heart chakra. I'm a leader, but I'm doing it with love and unconditional love coming from that place. That's what I mean. So in the near future, and I know this is crazy because I just I pulled this for the weekly reading. I think it was weekly reading. It's funny how the same cards come up a lot. But the Nine of Wands, I pulled that recently. I want to say the weekly reading, but that's our near future. So, like I said in that previous video, I remember talking about we're at the very end of this cycle, very end of feeling beat up, frustrated, overwhelmed. Um, we're leaving all that behind us. So we're right at the end of it. So nine's right before 10. So we're almost at the end of that cycle. So we just need to hang on just a little bit longer, but we're like right there. Because I remember in the weekly read, it was the 10. I remember there was a 10 of wands that was there. But what the universe is saying is basically like, here he is. You can see he's beaten up, went through battles. So bring it closer. You can see it to the camera. So that's where we're coming from. We're leaving this behind. But where we're going is so much better as a collective. So it's like hang in there because you see we've got these two knights coming in. Sorry. So we have Knight of Pentacles, you see he's got a cup here, then the Pentacle, Knight of Pentacles. Now, so that means like we're coming into new offers are coming in, new energy coming in. So Pentacles is like tangible things, and it doesn't have to be materialistic things, but like tangible offers coming in. And it's a knight, so it's not like it's at a level of a king or that level where it's that established. So it's in the beginning stages. It's a little bit more than like a page would be, but it's not quite established. So it's like we're starting to have these offers coming in, these opportunities coming in that are tangible. And it could be about money. It could not be, it doesn't have to be, but tangible things. And then same thing with love. It's like we are starting this new beginning with love. And I do think it goes back to little increments of learning to love ourselves, but I think it's like taking it to the next level. So we're coming to the end of that cycle, and the universe is like, okay, good, you're starting to figure this out. So we're going to add a little bit more the night energy of love, offers of love coming in, but also it could be um offers of not just love like in your personal life, but opportunities like of heart chakra opening of love in that way. So it could be like opportunities coming in that I'm trying to think of a non-personal life example would be like opportunities coming in where you're working for a nonprofit and it's something you're really passionate about. You're using your heart chakra to help other people with this nonprofit. So that's what I'm talking about. So it's kind of taking it to the next level. So even though we're coming into that self-love, now it's like we're actually taking movement and kind of going outside with the offers, taking it to the next level of actually moving because there are knights either on horses. So it's not a standstill. It's like actually moving forward with these opportunities and to come in with, for tangible. And then, like I said, it could be money, it could be materialistic things, but I feel like we're moving forward with that now that we're figuring out about the self-love and figuring out that we are sovereign, independent, powerful beings, that the divine created us that way, and that's who we really are. We're starting to take those steps and that motion forward. So, as always, I forgot to say this early in the video, please like and subscribe, hit the like button, and that way it'll go to other people that need to see the video, and then hit, subscribe so you get future videos as well. And also, please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Forgot to say that earlier in the video because I was talking about the announcement. But But that's what I have for the second half of July 2025. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But I like the fact that we have these two nights here because it's not like stuck energy, it's coming in. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a slower energy than the Knight of Cups, but I still feel like we're moving forward as a collective with these opportunities in love and, finances, tangible things as well, in Pentacles as well. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.